Hello everybody and welcome back to Red Eagle Politics. Make sure you guys like this video down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new. So everybody knows by now that Donald Trump won every single battleground state, all 7 of them. And Republicans, however, did not exactly sweep those states in the Senate. Everybody knows that Donald Trump won the popular vote nationwide, but the Republican House, they didn't gain House seats at all. And the Republicans still think that they have the audacity to sabotage Donald Trump. A lot of these RINOs, obviously not people like Tommy Tuberville who put this tweet out, but you have a lot of weak-minded RINOs who are trying to actively sabotage Donald Trump. And are these people like, from blue states? Are these blue state Republicans? Well, besides Susan Collins, no. A lot of them are deep red state Republicans that are behaving like this. It's absolute lunacy. And they're not letting the president-elect of the United States craft his own cabinet without trying to sabotage him at every possible single turn. And we're seeing this unfold. They're lecturing people on why Trump actually won. They're trying to take the mantle away, despite the fact that Donald Trump is just implementing, which is a little bit different than the first time he took office back in 2017, a cabinet that is going to actually enact the agenda that people voted for that carried him to the White House. It was a mandate for Donald Trump. It was not a mandate for a lot of these other Republicans, many of whom are chronic underperformers in some of these states compared to whatever Donald Trump decided to go out there and do last month, which was just an electoral masterclass and nothing short of it. And I want to talk about this. It was mainly Pete Hegseth, who Donald Trump has nominated for Department of Defense, and it's extended to other people. Matt Gaetz, for example, for Attorney General, he withdrew on his own volition, but it was clear and evident that he probably did not have the votes to get confirmed. So already you have several Republicans. In fact, the Republicans that didn't want to confirm them, you have people from several R+20, R+30 states that are not willing to vote to confirm. And now you have Pete Hegseth, you have people talking about the RFK Jr. pick, the Tulsi Gabbard pick. These people think they know more than the voters. It's not like Donald Trump wasn't campaigning with these people, basically openly promising them a cabinet position on the campaign trail, and now he gets in there, wants to put them in the cabinet, and the Republicans, many of whom were carried by Trump in the past, decide to say, yeah, no, we're not going to go along with it. It's ridiculous. Tommy Tuberville gets it. Some other people like Joni Ernst don't. We're going to talk about it a little bit more in depth in this video, mainly talk about the Hegseth confirmation because that's the one that's like the most controversial right now. But really quickly, guys, if you don't know, our merch store is back and the Black Friday sale has been extended. It's now the Christmas sale. This week, you can get up to 40% off. This week only. That's just a day and 9 hours left in the sale. And we have epic new arrivals. We have new coffee mugs. We got the Doge mug. We got the Unburdened by What Has Been with the new election map mug. We got the I'll Be Home for Christmas mug. And we also have these in terms of t-shirts and ornaments as well. But we have all these epic, great designs. We have mugs, ornaments, t-shirts, hoodies, crew neck sweatshirts, long sleeve t-shirts, blankets, posters, even wrapping paper, candles, and now hats. And we have 66 5-star reviews. And a lot of people buy the merch. They're a little skeptical because they want to support the channel, and then they end up loving the merch. And we've got products on sale right now, guys. You can buy 2, get 1 free, buy 5, get 2 free. At least just check out the store. You don't have to buy anything, but if you see anything you like, feel free. The link will be in the description and pinned comment down below. So once again, the RINOs in the Senate are at it again, and you finally have a sizable majority, and then you find out new people who usually are not regarded to be RINOs. They're showing their true colors, and it's very frustrating. It's extremely frustrating, but you see what the establishment has done to put these weak people in power. People like Lisa Murkowski, for example, who voted to confirm the so-called Dr. Levine of all people, but won't vote to confirm the Donald Trump cabinet picks just because they get a little bit of criticism from the media. Is she a Republican senator from like Vermont? No, she's from Alaska, which voted for Trump by 13 points in November, by more than they voted for him by in 2020. But still, these people will bend over backwards for unqualified and crazy people on the left that the Democrats put up. But there won't be a single Democrat who votes against Biden's cabinet nominees because they were like, yeah, he has a mandate, whatever. Even though a good chunk of the public viewed him to be an illegitimate president, they didn't care. But so many Republicans, not Tommy Tuberville, but a lot of these people, and a notable chunk of Republicans, they're just iffy on some of these people. And maybe they vote to confirm some of them, but you should not be iffy. You don't have a chance. Let Donald Trump form his cabinet. Seriously, these people voted for him. They voted for his cabinet. And if these people are unwilling to confirm certain people and they're trying to water down his administration, they're going to pay in primaries. At least they're going to get a big jump scare. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to easily lose them, but there's some people who do deserve to lose their primaries, and we know that. And some people in the Senate, like Tom Tillis and John Cornyn, now they understand that they may be facing some sort of primary challenger, so they're actually trying to confirm Donald Trump's picks and to say they're going to support his agenda, which, I mean, it is better than nothing. We know why they're doing it for sure, but you have some other people who just still don't get it. People like Joni Ernst out of Iowa. Iowa is a state that is not competitive anymore thanks to Donald Trump. Before he came along, it was blue. It went red barely in 2004. It voted, I believe, to the left of the nation in 2004. It voted for Obama by over 10 points, and then it voted for him again by a little bit less in 2012. But Donald Trump, he won it by 9, 8, and now 13 or 14, even though Democrats deluded themselves with that whole Seltzer poll debacle, which, by the way, hopefully the new FBI can launch some sort of investigation. What was Ann Seltzer was the Des Moines Register where they paid off by the DNC. Is that where that $1.5 billion went and now they're in debt? It's ridiculous. I don't know. But either way, Iowa is a state that Donald Trump outperformed Joni Ernst in 2020 when both of them were on the ballot together. And she was losing a lot of polls too. And many people are saying that Donald Trump, you could argue, is responsible for carrying her across the finish line. And it is true. Iowa is a uniquely MAGA state. It's like Ohio. It's like certain parts of the Rust Belt for sure. This is a state that loves Donald Trump. They would, if you put up to a referendum with all the voters in the 2020 election, confirm this guy, yes, they're going to do it. So what the hell is she doing? She thinks that she's more important than Donald Trump. She's waging, according to the Federalist, an aggressive personal jihad against Hegseth. Why? Well, Hegseth is somebody that's a little controversial because they're trying to say he's unqualified, despite the fact that you have a lot of people currently in power that are unqualified. And Hegseth has bronze medals. He served as a major in the military. It's because he represents Trump's agenda. In terms of having somebody leading the Pentagon who, I don't know, isn't going to lie about troop counts in Syria like the previous Trump Pentagon did. Obviously, he's somebody who is a loyalist. He's somebody who wants to root the wokeness out of the military. He's somebody who is willing to go in there and just lead. And that's kind of a reason why the current Pentagon is freaking out about the pick, just like the current FBI is freaking out about the Kash Patel pick, because Donald Trump is picking people who are going to go in there and be effective. And that matters, in my opinion, a hell of a lot more than their weird, arbitrary qualifications. I mean, the guy has double Ivy League degrees. He's a very smart man. He's more than capable of leading the Department of Defense. Joni Ernst has no reason not to vote for him. She's sabotaging Donald Trump and his agenda. Is it partially because maybe she wants to replace him in the nomination process with herself? It's possible. She was leading the betting odds, I believe, before Trump made the Hegseth pick. And that's kind of what she's doing. Now, she's met with him. She still is saying she won't confirm him, which I guess you could say that meeting and saying it was a good meeting after the article is some sort of progress, but you don't have to do that. You have to appoint the people Donald Trump is putting into positions of power. When they polled these people, there was not a single one of them besides Gates that was underwater with the general public, to the point where it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. Donald Trump is an unconventional leader, an unconventional president. By their standards, he, when he first got elected, was not somebody that had the traditional pathway to the presidency. Just like some of these individuals he's picking for these posts might be a little bit more unconventional, but that's arguably what we need because the current status quo of either party hasn't been working. That's the initial appeal of Donald Trump, to drain the swamp, shake up Washington. And the first time he got in there, The problem with that whole ordeal was he was surrounded by a lot of Bush-era neocons. He's not doing that now. He's not doing that. And of course, when Trump picked Hegseth, there was a big meltdown. You didn't see a meltdown over people like Mattis from CNN back in 2016. You didn't see that. But with Hegseth, you saw it. And there's a bunch of allegations that claim, oh, he was involved in some scandal where he was accused of sexual assault, despite the fact that police thoroughly reviewed it, declined to press charges. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. These are all allegations that they're trying to throw at him to make sure he doesn't get confirmed. But in reality, you look at what's going on here, every single person that has vaguely surrounded his circle, they're coming out and they're disputing the allegations. So either way, it's a little ridiculous, And Ernst is somebody that herself has been accused of sexual wrongdoing, believe it or not, and she's denied the allegations. So if you want to play it both ways, then play it both ways. She wants the position. Well, you look into her, it's like she allegedly had an inappropriate sexual extramarital affair. And she may deny it, but still, you want that position yourself. You want to roll with the big boys, then you got to get rid of the double standard. It goes both ways. And she's like trying to call up these female senators to vote against Hegseth. It's like, why exactly does she have like this vitriol against him? It's absurd, but she's actively just trying to sabotage. Is it because she happened to be in the military and Hegseth has been somebody who said that he does not want women on the front lines? Wow, what a horrible take, apparently, that he doesn't want to send women out to die on the front lines in these foreign conflicts. I personally think it's absolutely ridiculous that that would even be a controversial take. If you said the opposite 15 years ago, you'd be getting laughed at. But now this is like one of the reasons why she's trying to stop Donald Trump from putting somebody in power who's going to do a solid job and go and enact his agenda. This is really all he's wanted to do. He's talked about this on the campaign trail. It's not like he's, oh, well, this is unexpected. No, he said that he's going to put people in power who are going to be loyal to him and his agenda and get wokeness out of the military. That is why he picked Hegseth. And you have some senator who is in there in Iowa that has not won by, I guess you'd say, any more than half of Donald Trump's margin of victory that he received in the state. Someone who's up in the next election in the midterms, coming out, sabotaging Trump and his agenda in a state that he won by double digits. Again, Susan Collins, I'm not saying that she's somebody that I like, but it's like, okay, Maine, I get it. You know, it's a blue state. Maine did not vote for this individual or this cabinet, but Iowa did. And you're a Republican. You're a Republican senator from Iowa that is trying to sabotage Donald Trump's agenda. It's the Uniparty and the RINOs at work. But you know what? We got to keep on fighting, guys. Put the pressure on. I think Pete Hegseth is going to get confirmed, and he's going to do a great job once again, because we just have to let people know there will be consequences. If you want to hold back Donald Trump's agenda so you can get a weaker, more status quo type of guy in there, well, yeah, you're letting the establishment win. We cannot let the establishment win. There's not a single Democrat who voted against any of Biden's cabinet picks, not a single one. But when it comes down to Trump, even though he has this big mandate, he won these states by, record margins for a Republican in our lifetimes. And for Iowa, you'd probably have to go all the way back to like Reagan. I don't even know if he won Iowa by that much. It's absurd, it's ridiculous, and it just speaks volumes to how weak these people are. They still don't understand why Donald Trump won, and as a result, they're holding back the brand of the Republican Party, and then they wonder why people don't turn out for them in midterm elections. I wonder why. But anyways, guys, make sure you like this video down below, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications so you never miss another video. Follow me on social media. The links are all in the description down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Red Eagle, out.